Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. Um, some of you will know that I entered the 48-hour group build, and it's the picture in front of you was the finale of the 172nd Chaffee from Hasegawa. Now, I mentioned in that video that I was a bit disappointed that I didn't get it finished to the condition that I wanted it to be, and I was also disappointed in the colour. I felt it was a bit light for olive drab. Well, what I did after posting that, I decided that I would continue with the build, and I think it was about 11 o'clock last night, which was 3 hours after the group build finished. I'd finally got it to the condition I wanted it. Not that I'd worked on it for a further 3 hours, but I was doing other things as well. So what I'll show you now is the completed build, and more or less how I wanted it at the end of the group build. So here is Skeeter now. And as I say, this is more like the look I was going for. Basically, all I did was added a heavy sludge wash over the top, a black sludge wash, and then once that was dry, I started wiping it off. It's still a bit heavy in places, perhaps, and needs to be taken off a bit more. But what I really like about this is that really light olive drab that I didn't like has really it's almost helped to make the variation between the darker mucky side of the tank. The darker olive drab that I use from Vallejo, sometimes you can't distinguish the fact that there's a wash on it because it's that dark. So I really do like this look now. I also painted the road wheels and painted the tracks to give it that muddy look in the lower chassis and along the road wheels, obviously. So it's complete, it's finished. I know that some of you in the video hoped that I would finish it, and there it is. I could add the 50 cal to the housing that you can see on the rear of the turret there. That's one last thing I can do. But thanks ever so much for watching. Thanks guys for your encouragement in the video prior to this one, where you know, it was the GB final. You know, there was some of you who kind of, although I said I didn't particularly like it, you were good enough to say that you did, which I appreciate. So what's next? That's a good question. I've still got to do my dog appreciation build that I'm doing, and it's also doubling up as the British Bomber build, which I'll show in a video again tonight, the progress on that. And there's certainly a lot of other builds on the bench. I've got the Lady Lex builds I'm doing, the two 1/700 scale Japanese. There's a cruiser and there's the aircraft carrier. Then I've got Carolina Mann's Mustang still to finish. I've got the Muscular Dystrophy group build car to finish. I was in a railgun group build that I've got to start. There's another bomber I want to start, and I may show you a video of that a bit later. So there's plenty on. The mojo seems to be ticking over okay. Really enjoyed this 48-hour group build, and again, my thanks to Craig. A couple of you told me what modeller's name actually was. Thank you for that. Thank you, Craig, for running this. And as I say, guys, thanks ever so much for your encouragement and support. And I'll catch up with you soon.